Whoop whoop, what's up, Bearcats and Jugger Bros? It's Hump Day. You know what that means. It's time for the AEW, HMG, AEW Dynamite Watch Long and Belt Count. Well, only for an hour tonight because what also we got going on is our time is getting cut short by an hour tonight, unfortunately, because once again, our shows are getting stepped on. And so we have to go off the air at 8, unfortunately, because the A show decided they wanted to throw something in there. So yeah, we're only going to go an hour tonight. Belt count is canceled because there's really no point in having one if you're not going to watch the whole show. So yeah. But yeah, we're here hanging and chilling for 1 hour tonight because A show decided they wanted to cut in on our time tonight. Yeah, I'm furious. I'm beyond furious. This is the second time in like less than a week this has happened. I'm sorry, guys. I'm beyond pissed off right now. I'll try to be cool, but we'll try to have some fun with the hour that we got. But I hope everybody's doing good. Hey, yo. Yo, what's up, everybody? T testing on you tonight. Yo, what's up, Zane? Good to see you, pal. Happy Hump Day. Whoop, whoop. Mr. No Monikers needed in the house. And the HMG Pick'em Challenge Face Slap Champ. Yeet, yeet. What's up, G-Ball? Good to see you, pal. Hope all's well with you. Let's talk about it. And hope all is well with you, Todd. Always a pleasure to see you. Whoop, whoop.
11 nights ago, Full Gear presented by DC, Newark, New Jersey. Samoa Joe became the AEW World Champion for the second time in his career. And 6 nights ago, Brian, Eddie Kingston called this man out. Yeah, Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was going to be a show and that that was going to happen until like literally as I log on to StreamYard and I see that it got scheduled like not even an hour ago. It got added an hour ago. They added that show an hour ago and it's set to start airing in an hour.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger for winter is coming next Wednesday, Eddie Kingston!
Well, cheers, genitals.
And called out our AEW World Champion, Samoa Joe. Once again, everyone else part from ring. Shivani, get out of my ring before I snatch that ugly wig off your head.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, seems we have some situations to address.
Like, nope.
Eddie, I bet
Peace out.
You are just filled with questions that need answering. So allow me to answer a few of those questions for you right off the bat. First, you're probably wondering why I'm not out here in a three-piece suit looking like $1 million. Corporate thugging, where you at? Yeah. Well, it's for a simple reason. When I got on my jet this morning and my pilot said we're heading to Indianapolis, I realized it would be like wearing a tuxedo to a petting zoo. I mean, let's face it. The penguins may appreciate it, but you dumb animals are far too stupid to realize when you're in the presence of greatness.
Whoop whoop, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, pal. Happy Hump Day. Hope all is well.
The second question, Eddie. Why Hook?
Ooh, nice. Very nice. Whoop whoop.
Well, I'll explain it to you. You see, Hook is a man who has grown up with a championship legacy. His father, a great champion. His mentor, the greatest champion in the industry. But you know,
get me main event mafia, pal.
Education, Eddie. And I wanted them to have a complete one. So I thought it was important he learned what it was like living on the other side. Eating with the second place people. You know, how the steak tastes at the third place table. And I couldn't think of a better candidate to be that guy than you, Eddie.
Yeah, not quite Ray and Eddie fighting over Dom.
Gotten it done. A man who has never crossed the finish line. A person who walks around screaming about their potential, but never
that's not
quite.
You have my attention now. Yeah, give me custody of Hook on a pole match. Whoop, whoop.
Well,
special referee Taz.
The third question, the most important one, Eddie, and it's what's going to happen next week. Well, I'll tell you what's going to
Yo, what's up, Zach? Good to see you, pal. Happy National Make a Gift Day to you, too. Whoop, whoop. Hope all is well.
You're going to be every bit the lion that you claim you are. You're going to bring everything you have to the table in order to capture the greatest championship in this industry. But Eddie, you're not going to cross the finish line just like every other time. But Eddie, have the consolation of knowing that it won't be because of anything you did know. It's because I will have choked you unconscious in the middle of this ring.
They better be paying you. They better be paying you.
My man said a jet. I still can't get over the fact that Samoa Joe, a man who was once held in such
and if Bret Hart knows something about the way boy toys operate in the business, whoop whoop.
A man who went to war with my mentor, Homicide. Oh Jesus, dog! You sold your soul out hard. And you know what? You wanted Hook to learn something?
Well, happy birthday to your younger brother, Dan. Whoop, whoop.
You know what he learned from me? Perseverance. He learned from me never quitting when everyone tells you to, like you.
Whoop, whoop.
When everybody in the back says, yeah, Eddie's a hothead. Well, Eddie has a point, but why does he yell and scream? Because I get shit done when I do. So, Joe, stand here right now, Joe. Stand here right now, because this Samoa Joe, I don't know. And guess what? I don't respect. The Joe I know and the Joe that I respect, you ran through everybody, bro. You showed fighting spirit. You showed the whole entire
a few times.
The world what it meant to be a real heavyweight champion. But now, so what is this? What is this? Jumping people from behind, using a kid like Hook, getting all up in his head. What do you do? You doing what the old school guys used to do? The guys that you used to hate? The guys that you used to call out? It's funny.
Taz has to get involved in this. Like, you cannot do an angle with Hook like this and not get Taz involved.
But here's the thing.
Like, how about Joe getting heat on Taz? How about that? Taz sides with Kingston, and then Joe chokes him out to get heat.
If you don't bring the Ring of Honor World Champion, if you don't bring the submission machine, if you do not bring the Samoa Joe that made me want to battle and keep going, if you don't bring the Samoa Joe that beat up my mentor for years,
Winner's coming, pal. It's a lot stickier than I remember when it came last time.
Winter is coming. Dynamite heads to Atlanta, Georgia next Wednesday night, 8/7 Central on TBS and HBO Max. And we have a massive night of action still to come tonight on Dynamite. Action in the Continental Golf Classic continues. The Gold League tied at the top pack. Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher. And later on tonight, we will see Pac put his 3 points.
And here's a little extra reminder. We are, unfortunately, this was something I was not aware of until about 20 minutes ago. This is actually going to be a short show tonight. There's no bell count. We're only going an hour because A Show decided they wanted to drop a show that starts in about 50 minutes. Just out of nowhere. Had no idea what was happening. Didn't care about our show that's going on. But it is what it is. And unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with that. So so unfortunately, our show will be ending in about at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. But it's all cool though because we'll be continuing the party over on Twitch. Whoop whoop. Twitch.tv/LG Brandon. Whoop whoop. You know, I like that. I like that, Xander. We'll do a first hour. We're at 2 right now. I'm gonna go 16. I'm gonna go 16 because if Mercedes shows up, I'm cool. What is he drinking?
But you know, everybody's gunning for these trios championships. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bless everyone. We're gonna sprinkle a little holiday cheer.
Yeah, that is true with TNA and JCW. You know, unless some of the other shows decide they want to pop in a show randomly that at that time. Sorry, I'm a little bit salty. That is literally the second time that's happened in less than a week to me, and I'm extremely pissed off and angry.
See, for an assassin, a monster, and the greatest second-generation wrestler of all time, it's going to be real light work.
Longtime fans will know the Dark Order.
Going 16, whoop whoop.
Personal friends of Hangman Adam Page and being called out by the Ops for a trios match later on tonight.
Kind of did, yeah. I wonder if Tony gave it to him. However, Hook, now, I'm not as offended as a lot of other people are about Hook doing the whole I'm the best second-generation wrestler thing. He's a heel. He's supposed to say shit like that to piss you off. And if you're angry about it, he's doing his job.
Last week, Pac picked up his first 3 points of the Continental Classic, defeating Speedball Mike Bailey in this match.
Whoop, whoop.
League of the Continental Classic. The rules are same for all tournament bouts. 20-minute time limit. Everyone is banned from ringside. 3 points to the winner. 0 points to the loser. 1 point for each man in the event of a draw. And joining us here at the desk in what I might add, announcer capacity is Don Callis. I didn't know we needed a fourth here tonight. Well, clearly you do, because I keep getting put out here to mentor the 3 of you.
Get me Pac, pal. Well, shit, there's 3 right there. Well, actually, shit, that's... Actually, no, we're at 4. I think, right? 4? Damn right they did. Damn right they did.
Considered by many to be the greatest tournament wrestler of all.
Dude, like all the story. Yeah, we're at 4 now. No pants, pal.
Brian, are you shocked at all that Okada begins his tournament?
Really shocked. You know, I thought, especially after the full gear, Kyle Fletcher having that incredible.
Yeah, Teddy Hart did that to himself.
I thought he would come into that match pretty beat up, but he was able to get a quick one on Okada last week. And yeah, it's
going to take a lot for Okada to win his block, especially with his second match being
Point slab rat. Whoop whoop.
on an absolute tear.
Oh, that's right, he is.
Incredible tournament thus far.
Yep.
Great one-on-one matchups. We're watching one right now, Excalibur.
Yeah, entering the second week of action here in the Continental Classic.
Yeah, his his mom was one of the Hart kids.
Saturday, December 27th at World's End to make a return to the Now Arena in Chicago.
For real. Such wasted potential. Such wasted potential. So much talented potential right down the drain.
3 points on the line, as I mentioned, for the aforementioned Kyle Fletcher and the Alpha. Konosuke takes
Yep.
to
Yeah, his dad was also a wrestler. I forgot about that.
all competing in the Continental Classic, though. Not all in the same league.
All right, Todd. Always a pleasure getting to hang and chill with you, even if it's for a little bit. Much love. Whoop whoop. Take care, man. Hope to see you again.
By 2 men. Kyle
Have a great rest of your night. Yeet yeet.
Dragon, Brian Danielson. Yeah, and you had mentioned, Excalibur, that Panic and Okada had wrestled once before.
Yeah, like that
was actually Okada's
and it,
first
I've yeah, because Conan has talked about how those two were money, but you know, Teddy was the one who always got him in trouble, and he was the reason why it didn't become what it could have been. Yeah, unfortunately, heat by association is a real thing. And Jack Evans had to unfortunately take a lot of the straight bullets that were aimed at Teddy. Or Teddy, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Returned to the ring by the Rainmaker is the Bastard.
I love how
Yeah, but that's a tremendous entrance song for his heel character.
going after Pac to the corner, went after him on the side. Just love that about Okada. You know, an amazing. Okada's loss in the opening round of this tournament was his first loss in singles in 354 days. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing what's happened since he's joined the Don Callis family. He literally is on top of the world. I mean, he and Kyle was a dream match brought to you courtesy of the Don Callis family.
Later on tonight, it will be Golden. Wait a second. Okada cover, lateral press, quick kick out by the Bastard.
Oh, okay, I was not aware of that. Yeah, I was going by the story I heard from Conan.
The table with 3 points. Look to get out this point lead. Plus our main event. Claudio Castillo.
Yo, what's up, Scott Woodford? Good to see you, pal. Whoop whoop, happy hump day.
First time
Nice.
17. 3 points on the of the international champion and a stop to the back of the head. And Don, how did it feel when you had to watch Kazuchika Okada surrender possession?
Oh, was that specific one? Okay.
Championship title belt to enter this tournament. Actually, put a pin in that.
Yeah, I just remember like one of the lines that he threw in there was like you did that to honor your Uncle Owen. You know how you would better honor your Uncle Owen? By actually doing your fucking job and protecting the business and protecting your boys and protecting the guys you're in the ring with and selling.
Had to be pretty Don, didn't it?
Pretty upsetting. And I'm going to get into that in depth because I've got a story to tell. I do.
Why don't you text it to us?
I don't think the phone does texting, does it, old man?
It used to. Look at this.
Nice.
All this grinded
Oh yeah, so that one time, there was a time when I went to Mexico that one time, I was told the story on the way there of how loved Jack Evans was in Mexico. Was that one time he actually got mugged and robbed, but then when they looked at his ID and saw who he was, they gave him some of the money back.
Which is explosion. I'm not sure anybody has the explosive ability in his legs that Pac does.
We talk in athletics about the ability to be explosive, go to point A to point B. That's what they test in the National Football League. That's what Pac has. Kenny Omega used to have that too when he was with me, by the way. Great explosion. Can't teach it, Brian.
I agree, Don. And one of the things that's actually that Okada doesn't get enough credit for is his explosive ability. You see him hit that drop kick, one of the best drop kicks in professional wrestling history, and he can just hit that out of
Dude, Triple A is good shit, pal.
And that's something that Pac has to watch out for here tonight.
Okada is like a big predator snake, like a cobra. He lies there and wait, and then he strikes very quickly.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Wasn't that the thing that got them both fired and from TNA? Because the story I had always heard was that they were about to come to blows until Sabu stepped in and said, "No, we ain't doing this." And they both backed down out of respect for Sabu.
Beautiful knee.
Driving the point of his elbow into that damaged orbital bone of the Rainmaker. You see Okada holding that side of his face there.
And beautiful cover by Pac as well, forcing Okada to use his energy on the kick out.
Pick him up by his ear. How about
Nice,
that?
pal. Whoop, whoop. Okay, yeah, that's a different incident then.
That ear will come right off. You tug it the right way, it's just cartilage and flesh.
No, that was TNA. That was what got both of them I think that's what got both of them fired from TNA was that incident. Let me go look that up real quick.
Very methodical in his approach. I'm sure acutely aware of the danger that Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, presents. Opening contest in the ring right now. 3 points on the line of the Gold League of the 2025 Continental Classic.
Okay, so it's alleged, or you can make the argument that they did, but that's yeah.
The AEW Continental Champion enter this tournament, Don.
Look, we are all about sportsmanship, and I know people always like to point out any of our accomplishments, that there's some chicanery. So we wanted to.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
We didn't have to do any of the things we've done, but we.
Yeah, the interpromotional feud, pal.
Believe in this Continental Championship tournament as the best in the history of this business.
I never saw any of that Jersey All Pro, any of that Jersey All Pro stuff.
A bit beleaguered as back to the top with that drop kick. Nobody home.
Okay, I'm looking up more about what happened with CM Punk. It seems more like, at least from what I had heard, some other.
That was at an opportune time for Okada. Pac was getting a lot of damage done to Okada out on the floor.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
To the face. Look at that drop kick. So much power. It's so much explosion.
Is it really? Damn.
Small man to be moved in such a
I'm gonna go check that out.
20+ pounds. Just goes to show the power that the Rainmaker possesses. Oh, comes back in, sliding back elbow, catching Pac right on the jaw. Okada out on the low diving back elbow. And DT.
Great combination by Okada. Here we go.
Leg is hook, cover is made. Pac able to escape the pinning predicament.
Not a great cover, Don, from Okada. He didn't put any pressure on Pac's shoulders. Didn't force him to use his energy on the kick out.
I agree with that, except for the fact that everything Okada does, more than any other wrestler I've ever seen, has meaning that will make itself known 3 or 4 moves into this match.
Yeah, they were definitely one of the better indies back, especially back in the day.
Favors the elbow drop from this position. Lands it.
Like there's some dudes I knew who wrestled on a few of their shows. I mean, pretty much, yep. Kind of how it goes down.
This 2025 edition of the Continental Classic cannot afford to be sloppy against Pac, who is tied at the top of the table, Tony, with 3 points.
I think Okada was going to the Rainmaker right there, and Pac knew it, just backed him into the corner. We are watching two phenomenal athletes. Needless to say, what a way to begin this telecast.
Think about the match catalog these two have under their belt and what they bring into this match strategy-wise.
Athletes and Brian, master tacticians as well.
Yeah, what's really interesting to see is the tactics that Pac has used since he's returned from adjusted his style to be more methodical, more brutal. Look at that. Maybe the top with the cutter.
And that's a good thing. And that's a good thing.
He's looking for that big-time momentum lariat earlier in the match. Here he is, building up ahead of steam.
If either or both of those companies could sign like a streaming deal, that would be tremendous.
Almost exactly how Tyler Fletcher pinned
Boot to the jaw, but Pac returns fire with one.
JC Dub, JC Dub, JC Dub.
International champion, the Continental
Which is tomorrow night. Whoop, whoop.
in the corner as Pac.
Yeah, and with the new TNA Impact deal, they're moving up an hour later.
Hammer throw reversed by the bastard. Bypassed German suplex.
Great power in those hips.
Pac is still weary from that drop kick because he had built up so much speed and just knocked his block off, and he's still moving slowly here.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, them getting upset over another promotion seeing success is just mwah.
I'll say this, credit to Pac. That is as beautiful a German suplex as you will ever see in this industry. Brian, do you agree with me?
Did they really? How much was
Absolutely. I was actually just going to say.
How much is the NXT deal?
He stacked Okada.
So I think the TNA one was 30 million. I want to say.
You know, Pac is doing everything right in this match. That German suplex, the pins, putting pressure.
Which
on the
30 million they should be investing in their product and contracts and trying to get talent.
He caught Pac sleeping on that one.
Just as it-
Like reflexes.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, just as I was talking about Pac wrestling nearly a perfect match. One thing that it's hard to do, it's hard to wrestle.
Oh, 25 million. Wow.
Against the greatest tournament wrestler of all time.
Yeah, that's a good deal, pal.
Here in this match, just want to remind fans in the Phoenix area, January 14th, Maximum Carnage Dynamite returns to the Arizona Financial Theater. Tickets available this Monday.
Yeah, and then apparently today, Carlos Silva was on. Not apparently, I shouldn't say apparently. That actually happened. Carlos Silva was on Ariel Helwani today for like a half an hour. Talked a little bit about the deal and the rumor that there was going to be an end of the TNA NXT partnership because of this, and he's like, there's no truth to that. I have no idea where that even came from. The hot dog and a handshake deal, pal.
And the escape with 3 points. There you see 4 athletes all knotted up with 3 points apiece in the Gold League.
Yeah, I mean, I should say allegedly the number is 30 million. I have no idea where that number came from. But apparently Meltzer said that. So did he see the contract? Which I got to ask, did he see the contract?
Now, round about a year ago,
5 belts.
Danny Garcia,
Dan, you might win. You might end up winning this one tonight.
but twice. First in the Continental Classic, and then on Collision for your TNT title. No, I won one, you won one.
But my main takeaway was that Danny Garcia is the real deal. This kid is game. Now here we are a year later, and my goodness, how things have changed. Now I'm the reigning and defending TNT champion. And Daniel, my opinion of you is not what it once was. You see, Danny, I'm afraid.
That's true. That's true. We're about halfway through.
Riders death spiral. You know, you talk all this noise about you want the shot. I confront you right to your face and tell you, hey man, let's do it. You get in my face and then you back away. What are you playing, mind games? Is this a John Moxleyism? Well, look, Danny, I don't play mind games. I don't play no kind of games. I ain't ducking, I ain't dodging, so I went straight to Tony Khan. I said, Tony, let's make this match. Briscoe Garcia for the TNT.
Well, let's make it count then.
I said, Mark, I got just the place, just the winner is coming.
Remember that one?
Sounds perfect because I'm coming too, baby. And it's going to be an international ass whooping.
Well, let's make it count then.
Match made official for AEW's return to Cardiff, Wales. But earlier today, the AEW National Champion Ricochet and the Demand commandeered one of our camera crews. Let's take a look.
And it looks like this is going to be 6 right here. Yep, that's 6.
To all my frequent flyers out there, you already know who this is.
Yo, what's up, Gross?
National
It's well, let's just say it's doing, but hope how's it doing with you? Whoop whoop. Hope all is well. Yee yee.
The past couple of days, I've had to keep my phone on Do Not Disturb because I've had promoter after promoter emailing me, texting me, calling me, begging me to come save. They know what I know. This entire Ricochet is not only the champion, but Ricochet has been a viral sensation in every single company that I have worked for, and you can look it up.
Well, he might have a decent
Known for best is my
dip, duck, and
humanitarian
or dip, dive, a dive, dip, and dive game.
will be this Friday in Columbus, Ohio, where I make my debut in Ring of Honor. Actually, it's against an ex-Ring of Honor champion himself.
Oh shit, that was norovirus. Damn.
You and I, we've known each other for a long, long time, so I hate.
I'm glad to hear you're doing better, and hope you keep getting better. Whoop whoop.
Dispose of you with ease. And since Columbus is such a cold, miserable place, I decided, and remember, when you're in demand, you can make demands. And if you don't follow demands, you get put. Feels good. It feels real good. Feels good.
Well, a big weekend in store for Ricochet and the Demand, but coming up next, Gold League action, the 2025 Continental Classic continues. The Jet Kevin Knight.
Yeah, are you in quarantine? Are you masked up, pal? Whoop whoop. Oh yeah, dude, I love to see you own his ass. That'd be fun. Mask up and stay 6 feet away, pal. Get vaccinated. And I'm very, very proud to say I did not fall for that bullshit psyop. Whoop, whoop. Points, Gruss. Whoop, whoop. Commercial break time.
We are in the thick of the Continental Classic, and this Saturday on Collision, we've got an incredible match set up. Representing for the Blue League, Orange Cassidy taking on Roderick Strong. How is this one going to possibly go for the conglomeration?
Now, Renee, I don't mean to cut you off, but it would be an accurate observation to say that the conglomeration has not started off the Continental Classic with an abundance of success. That's why it's a good thing that the word of the day is retributionification. Because Saturday on Collision is Roderick Strong versus Orange Cassidy, and somebody is damn it.
Yep, that's right. Come on, Roddy.
Stop it. First off, I am not in the conglomeration. Do you got that? Second, I'm going to beat your ass on Saturday, and I'm going to go on to win the Continental Classic. Do you got that?
Mark, can you tell them conglomeration rules for the match?
Well, you see, Orange had an idea. No chops.
You're an idiot. I'm going to break your back.
Roddy, man, come on, man. Oh.
So it's not all harmonious in the conglomeration right now, pal.
Well, conglomeration adjacency aside, it will be Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy.
This Saturday, pal.
Collision returns to Columbus, Ohio, and Blue League action continues in the Continental Classic. And speaking of the Continental Classic, last week, Darby Allin and the Jet Kevin Knight, they faced off one-on-one. But after the bout, as a precautionary measure, Darby Allin was taken to the hospital for observation. Darby not cleared to travel, not cleared to compete. Here tonight at Dynamite, we hope to have a clearer picture and an update for you on Darby Allin's status this Saturday at Collision.
This is a gold league match in the Continental Classic set for one ball with a 20-minute time limit. From Sydney, Australia, weighing 249 pounds, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher.
Right before we turn our attention to the Protostar Kyle Fletcher, his match in the Continental Classic tonight, Darby Allin, he has been pedal to the metal since his return to earlier this summer.
Yeah, and I mean, I have to assume that Kevin Knight had no intention Darby Allin in their match last week. I mean, it was a huge win for
Points, Lab Rat.
to beat Darby Allin. But I just think it was the accumulation of all the things.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's true. We did kind of establish that.
In the last month plus. And I mean, we all wish Darby Allin the best.
You know, it was just incredible to see Darby in a hospital bed and was told to take the week off, and hopefully this hasn't taken a turn for the worse for him. But as you said, it's got a little bit of fight out on Collision on Saturday.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 211 pounds, the Jet Kevin Knight.
As you mentioned, Brian, Kevin Knight picking up his first 3 points of the tournament last week at the expense of Darby Allin. It was two men that were brought into the professional wrestling business by the late, great Buddy Wayne Trainer in the Pacific Northwest, father to AEW's own Nick Wayne. So it was an emotionally charged battle on a number of levels for Kevin Knight, but he can't afford to come into this match focused because he is tied with Kyle Fletcher, 3 points apiece in the Continental Classic.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge match for Kevin Knight. We've spent a lot of time, and rightfully so, talking about Kyle Fletcher being the future of pro wrestling. But I think Kevin Knight came roaring last week, beating Darby Allin. We might have to start saying the same thing about him.
Potentially would have to be after the match because they did. I will give them credit for this. They are consistent with this in the Continental Classic where they stick to the rule of if anybody interferes or if anybody's at ringside, they're fired. Or nobody's allowed at ringside, and if anybody interferes, they're fired. They've at least been consistent with that.
For a second time in the space of a little under 1 year.
Well, Kyle Fletcher's a stud. We're going to see more of that tonight, but you know what? I love Kevin Knight. Look at this kid. What an athlete.
I don't know. Kevin Knight probably should have had that open shot, should have taken it. Not sure.
Yeah, I like that tactic though, Tony, in the sense of he's displaying confidence that he doesn't need to take cheap shots to beat Kyle Fletcher. And I like the way that they're starting this match grappling as well. Great headlock takedown by Kyle Fletcher, using his toes to put pressure on Kevin Knight's head.
Roll up there, but barely a 1 count for Kevin Knight. Fletcher putting a little extra torque on that. And this is action in the Blue League of the Continental Classic, the Gold League of the Continental Classic, and current tournament action will continue this Saturday when AEW makes our return to Columbus, Ohio, the Greater Columbus Convention Center. You can visit AEWTI.com or scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. Then next Wednesday night, winter is coming. Samoa Joe, Eddie Kingston one-on-one for the AEW World Championship. AEWTIX.com. Then Cardiff, Wales, we heard Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia for the TNT Championship on Saturday, December 13th. And then 2 weeks from tonight, Manchester, England, Wednesday, December 17th, AEWTIX.com as Kyle Fletcher, the high ground here in the early moments. This Continental Classic matchup.
Great takedown by Kyle Fletcher there. And then just booted Kevin Knight right in the face. Just a show of disrespect.
Knight going for a mat return, couldn't get it, so instead the trip, the walkover by the Jet. Kevin Knight exuding.
Now, has not happened yet. Like that, yeah, that part has not happened yet. But there also hasn't been any interference either. At least I don't remember there being any interference. So I will say, so that's why I say they've at least adhered to it, but they've never actually had it happen and shown a storyline consequence of it. It's not that I can remember.
Fletcher bailing out. Knight had connected with that drop kick. It would have been disastrous for Kyle Fletcher, Don.
Kevin Knight probably is one of the only people on earth who can match Kyle Fletcher's athleticism. The difference for everyone out there, Danielson, you can talk about the importance of this, is that Kyle has probably, 40 pounds on him and about 5 inches of height. And that's going to be the difference maker, in my opinion, in this match, as great as Kevin Knight is.
It can be a difference maker, Don, but I mean, I wrestled my whole career and was very successful with it. I think Kevin Knight's going to be able to do the same thing.
It's a serious sledgehammer.
What I think Kyle Fletcher has the advantage in is big match experience. We saw him main event the pay-per-view, wrestle for the world title against Hangman Adam Page.
Is big match experience code talk for Hangman's manager?
Fletcher catching Knight on the return into the ring when he was vulnerable.
Ooh, that's a good idea, Lab Rat. I'm surprised nobody thought of that. That's actually pretty smart. That's clever. That's clever. Yeah, why hasn't somebody done that yet? That's not happy with their contract.
Kevin Knight now lines up the springboard.
Ooh, nice G-ball. Whoop, whoop.
We will find out as this match continues.
The fans are loving Kevin Knight, and why not? Trying to make it 6 points for this young man.
Well, the Don Callis family has already got 3 tonight. We'd love to get another 3. My analytics staff tell me that if we do, the odds of us winning this tournament go up exponentially.
The springboard avoided by Fletcher.
The only reason you were WWE for a champion for a year was because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays.
40 pounds with that back elbow.
Sorry for the voice break there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I see it almost every week, but I'm constantly surprised by how Fletcher is.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that are, 6'4", 245. There's none that are as explosive and as athletic as Kyle Fletcher.
Also, Don, I want to go back a second. I've seen but trust me as far as I can throw him.
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
Whoop, whoop.
But you might be getting some bad data, some bunk stats. Kyle Fletcher has one of the best body slams in all of AEW. He just has so much power behind each body slam.
And the thing about that, Brian, is that the body slam, very similar mechanics to the Michinoku driver, which Kyle Fletcher uses at equally, perhaps even more so, devastating fashion.
Yeah, and it can really fool your opponents as well. You think he's going for one thing, and then he ends up doing another. Really smart tactics by Kyle Fletcher.
He slams Fletcher almost like he follows him all the way to the ring. Look at that.
Backdrop. Not let off fast long. Shoot.
Kyle should know better than to celebrate so prematurely against a man like Kevin Knight.
I'll be sure to pass on your coaching wisdom to Kyle Fletcher.
Please do.
Side headlock. Cinched in tight by Kyle Fletcher.
Maybe you should call up Stevie Richards and get some advice. Whoop, whoop.
Gold League action continues.
Say here, I hear he's really well liked in that locker room right now.
Indiana, 3 points on the line here. Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight, and Kevin Knight.
There we go. If either man were to score a pinfall or submission in this match, Brian, they would jump out
To the lead in the Gold League with 6 points.
Yeah, we talked about Okada's drop kick. That was a hell of a drop kick by Kevin Knight right there. This is a fight, guys, with 2 of the youngest and hungriest wrestlers in this tournament.
Right, I was going to say an Okada-type drop kick. You are right, my friend. That was unbelievable. But Kevin Knight's hurting, as you can see.
I think Kyle's lucky that Kevin Knight hurt himself on that as well. Otherwise, I think Kyle was right for the picking.
Not much on those strikes by Kevin Knight yet. I think he's got rocked a little bit here. Knight from the right hand. Hammer throws his Fletcher into the corner. Follows up. A second time as Kevin Knight. Brings Fletcher out towards center. Wild swing and a miss. Oh, Fletcher hits though. That's Kevin Knight. Drop kick, but he's found himself back now. Look at this.
Oh, he's hurting the midsection. Look at this. Hunched over.
To the jaw by Fletcher. Up to the middle, but Kevin.
Kid's got springs, no doubt about it.
Knight can barely pull himself up here.
DDT. Perfectly executed. Now floats over.
That'd be a fun alternate universe. That'd be pretty fun.
By Fletcher. Fans, we've got a big weekend of action coming up in Columbus, Ohio. It starts all
Exactly, Lab Rat. Like they make especially the sickos. I'm gonna use them as an example. The sickos make AEW and all the wrestlers within it so much a part of their own personal identity that if you just as much as criticize them and not like say anything that's not other than everything they do is great, they can do no wrong. It's like, yeah, like you said, it's like you're murdering them. Like, dude, these like the people in that company don't know who you are. And the wrestlers themselves, they're probably the worst. I'll say this much. I can just speak from my own personal standpoint. Anytime I came back from through the curtain in the locker room, I went to the most respected vets back there. And I went to them and said, okay, did you get a chance to watch? What did I do right so I need to keep doing? What did I do wrong that I need to work on?
Just barely saves himself his opportunity at 3 points. Great reaction time from Kevin Knight there after being tossed over the top rope, hitting that springboard clothesline.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they want everybody to bow down because they're so. I think it's kind of been a building thing where, like, there's like a certain type of wrestler like this, like the indie dirt sheet Meltzer style of wrestler. They've gotten their heads blown up so much from like the dirt sheets and their fans telling them how great they are, telling them they're the best, and that all these and filling their heads with, you're the best, you're a great wrestler. You don't need to listen to these old people, these veterans. They're haters, they're irrelevant, they're beyond their time, they're old men yelling at clouds, fraudcasters, grifters, whatever, buzz term they want to use. Try to discredit any type of legitimate criticism to make things better. And then anytime you try to tell these young wrestlers who've had their heads filled with so much with this, anytime you try to set them straight and tell them what they need to hear so they can get better and become better, it's just blown off. Because they're so programmed to parrot all the dirt sheet programming and internet mark programming that's filled their heads. It just short circuits them. And they respond with hostility and attacks. Indeed, Zane, they are marks. And Hammer in the house, whoop, whoop. Good to see you, pal. Help all as well. Too legit to quit. He appears. I believe in the hammer. I believe in the hammer.
This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Fletcher inside of Liger Boom. That's right. That was 3, Brian. That was not 3, Dave. What incredible heart from Kevin Knight. Fletcher, brainbuster, swinging a jumped right into that kick. Knight left his feet. Fletcher had the timing perfect.
Doing well, man. Doing well, or at least as well as can be, because unfortunately the show is coming to an end in about 5 minutes because we're getting preempted tonight unexpectedly by the A show. Like, legit, they did not post this show airing. This is going to do, yeah, let's see. Time they created the show that airs in about 5 minutes. Central time is 6:37. So it's 7:37 Eastern time when they posted that. So yeah, unfortunately, it is going to be a little bit short tonight. Potentially, we might see that. I think we're still at 6 right now. Yeah, we are at 6. Yep. Dan, you might have it tonight, pal.
You hear from the greatest wrestler I've ever seen, Kyle Fletcher. How you feeling, big boy? Not great, Don. I'll be completely honest. Well, Don Callis, I understand. Not for me. Not for me. Josh Alexander, that's just Cero. we're ready. And you're going to hear every last sentence. Well, Don Callis with a message for the Young Bucks next. Live and you're going to sit and listen to everything that
All right, what is that? So what's going on here? All right, so it looks like that is a hard commercial break, which means I think that is a good spot for us to go ahead and end it for tonight. Once again, I sincerely apologize, guys. Oh, yeah, final bell count for tonight will then be 6. Dan, you won, pal. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. Much earned. Yeet, yeet. All righty, so our schedule for the rest of this week. Tomorrow we got the Friday Locker Room. We got the TNA Impact Watch Along and Bell Count, and then we got JCW Lunacy Replay Watch Along, and then on Friday we got the SmackDown Watch Along and Bell Count, and then we got the we might have Smack Attack afterwards. I'm not sure. Yeah. Unfortunately, we got an A show preempts dropped on us literally about an hour and a half ago that I was not aware of until I logged in to get this stream going, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, they're starting in a few minutes, and we're getting booted for it, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off. Well, not a little bit, really pissed off. But yep, and then so Smack Attack will either be Friday night or Saturday in the morning, and then on Saturday we're gonna do a double feature of NXT Deadline, and then a replay watch along of TNA Final Resolution, and then Sunday we got The Wreckage followed up with HMG After Dark, doing Friday After Next followed up with Ernest Saves Christmas, and then Monday the Monday Locker Room, and then the Raw watch along and the Impact Attack, and then Tuesday I Like It Raw. And then A show who likes to take our time, and then followed up with a late start NXT watch along, and then Wednesday Locker Room. Whoop, whoop. But as far as tonight goes, this is what I'm doing tonight in about 10 to 15 minutes. Heading over to twitch.tv/LG Brandon. Whoop whoop. Hope to see you there, or some of the other shows. If I don't get to see you again tonight or the rest of the week, hope you have a great rest of your night, great rest of your week, and much love. Whoop whoop. Yeah, pal.